Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Road to Gold, Season 2. I am your host, Bazeleel, or Baz. As you may have noticed, I have started this halfway through. This is a 30-minute game. The first 15 minutes were boring as snot. So I was like, I'm not going to randomly talk and fill airtime that I can't fill. So this is what's happened so far. We've gotten our... obviously, I can't saturate my main very correctly. I have gotten Hydralisks, Balings, Roaches, and working on upgrades. My opponent is the Burrow, I think. Sure. The Burrow. So, we got lots of starports here. He's focusing on pretty much one basing turtle. That's a lot of siege tanks on each corner. Good wall off here. He is getting Banshees. And I have decided to expand down here. He actually does not know. The only thing he knows is I have some sort of a base here, and I might be expanding here. My army is composed of Roaches, Hydralisks, Zerglings, and Balings, with an Overseer for kisses, just in case some Banshees decide to cloak and harass my mineral line. I have also decided to throw down in the third expansion. I expanded all the way down here to throw him off, which I think it did. I think this is an example of a turtling Terran that's just like WTF. This is very, very easy to break. You just get a bunch of Ultralisks. You know, he is finally expanding at the 17-minute mark, where I already have a fully saturated first expansion, and my second expansion is getting there as well. Spreading creep like a good Zerg player. I do still play as random. I spawned as Zerg. This force is actually pretty deadly. Very, very good placement, though, with the siege tanks, the turrets, and the bunkers. Nothing in the bunkers yet, so they're not really that scary. But Banshees do cover the air, so that's good. There's really not going to be much happening. This game, I think, was kind of a stalemate for a little bit. So let me kind of speed up here. Not really. I'm not going to force you guys to watch all this bullcrap. So my army is going to push out a little bit. I think I'm just kind of still mustering up forces. I know. Let's see. What do I know so far? The only thing I know is he's turtling like a boss. I did see the bunkers, so I do know that he does have some sort of turtle choke bunker thing. Let's see. Third expansion is now almost fully saturated. Once these two gas geysers get 3 each, it should be good. Generally, when I start expanding a Zerg, I just kind of leave whatever I have left over in mining here, and then I put the rest onto the fuller minerals, as you see here. We do see a sensor tower. Holy crap! Which is a good thing. That way, your units can detect burrowing roaches, as well as the missile turret is also a detector. So he is just now getting his expansion almost fully saturated. Lots of upgrades for each side. I am getting a Spire on the way. Hopefully to do some Mutalisk harass to his mineral line. There is no sentry, or there's no missile turrets anywhere, which is not a good thing. Creep spreading is still happening, just kind of slowly getting there, connecting all my bases. Really should have a queen dedicated to creep spread, but I didn't this game because I don't know why. Lots of Mutalisks being 22 Mutalisks being researched being morphed in right now. I think I intend to take this mineral line and try and cut it up a little bit, which would be very, very easy for me since he has no anti-air at all. He has pretty much a lot of ground forces. One Cloak Banshee going in to see what he can maybe do. I should be able to spot it. Not yet. I will be able to spot it soon. I do see I have an Ultralisk Cavern on the way. The one Cloak Banshee kind of says no, I'm not going to. Lots of upgrades for each of us. Ultralisk Cavern will allow me to make tons of Ultralisks, storm them here, and have the Hydralisks do the dirty work for the rest of us. Mutalisk play has not come into play yet. Here we go. Here is the Mutalisk right here. Lost track of him for a second there. I'm waiting. I think I'm waiting on for my upgrade to finish. Gonna slow it down here so we can kind of see what's gonna happen here. Lots of upgrades being researched for myself. Terran players just kind of sitting there chilling, just kind of saying, no, you know, this command center is completely dead, but I completely bypass it, and I'm more obsessed with the mineral line and try and get all these SCVs out of the way. With the glaive attack, I'm able to pretty much eat his mineral line very, very quickly. I'm able to take things pretty much indefinitely. There's really no air defense at all. These Marines really aren't going to do much. Unfortunately, the Marines will be able to cut through a couple Mutalisks, but the glaive attack will be bouncing right onto the Marines and really doing nothing. Vikings coming into play, but there's nothing that the Terran player can do. He has no air defense at all. Vikings are sort of okay, but with the amount of Mutalisks I have, and they are upgraded with number 1. Excuse me. They are upgraded with air attacks +1, plus getting armor attacks for the air. And we are seeing all of his Banshees coming into play right now, but fortunately, do I react to this or no? No, my Vikings his Vikings are actually going to try and supply block me, which is not good for me since I have pretty much a almost full army. And did get an Overseer in here. Banshees are going to be taken out fairly quickly with all the Mutalisks, and not quite able to take down my Hive. Vikings are going to completely supply block me, which is bad, but I have my Mutalisk force on the way to get rid of all the Vikings. Unfortunately, the Vikings are retreating. I mean, he's better off really just kind of staying there and trying to do as much damage as possible. My Mutalisk should be able to shoot down and pretty much destroy his army. My army is kind of chilling here. My plan was to make a bunch of Ultralisks, but that didn't work. I'm actually going to flank around because I think he missed that his opening is right here, which is very, very unfortunate, but these tanks really aren't going to be doing much with the Mutalisk play right here. Banshees are able to attack somewhat, but this Terran player is pretty much done. He does have a expansion down here that he just now started saturating. He needs 2 gas geysers. I mean, my mineral count is in the 10,000 range, so I pretty much, like, this game, I love doing this kind of stuff. I actually should bring all these into here. I love playing this kind of stuff because it allows me to just mass up an army and just roll over people. If you're playing a Zerg player, do not let him get this far. Don't let him do this to you. If you're a Terran player, don't turtle. You can see what happens to turtle, and look at all my little sneaky spy people going around, just kind of seeing what's up. Where are they going anyway? Where are they going? Go here. I'm not really sure where they're going. That's okay. This is going to be cleaned up very, very easily. Missile turrets should be able to mop up some of the Mutalisks, but there's just too many forces for the missile turrets to handle, unfortunately. It looks like the Burrow is actually going to try and stay in this. Props to you, man, but it's not going to happen just due to the fact that I have 10,000 minerals and you have 600. Yeah, don't let a Zerg player get this way. Don't ever let a Zerg player do that. Unfortunately, I think he just rage quits or something. I don't know. He doesn't say GG. Again, Terran players, he's reflecting on his loss. Well, I'm really hope that you actually watched your replay and saw what you did wrong. You did not cover this choke point here. You had your main choke point pretty heavily defended, but there was no Marines in any of the bunkers. You didn't really do anything. You were just it was more like Sim City, where you're just like, look at all my cool structures, and then you get infested with roaches and wood eaters and whatnot. So, alright guys, this has been, hope you guys enjoyed just seeing the action part of the episode. Comment below if you would rather see me do a 30-minute episode and just kind of talk for 30 minutes, which would suck. But alright guys, till next time. For more helpful tips, strategies, build orders, GSL news, new player tips, and much more StarCraft-related content, please visit www.vtwproductions.com/podcraft. Podcraft airs every Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or you can email me directly at podcraftsc@gmail.com to have your questions read on air. If you are a custom map designer and would like to have some free advertising, please email me to set up a time to be interviewed. Remember to subscribe, thumbs up the video if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.